reminding me, yes. So when we talk about the Sharda, or when we talk about Kashmir, it is a civilization of its own. So we today do not know much about Kashmir, much about its glorious past. And little bit we know, but we know Acharya Abdu Gupta, we know Vasu Gupta, we know where Adi Shankaracharya ji came. So this is where basically, this is the introduction, or this is where this Sharda script was existing. And in fact, if we go to our carbon dating, that latest, the last manuscript which was found, which was Vakshali, which was a manuscript about mathematics, the definition of zero, which was found in 3rd century. Now, assuming from 3rd century till I know, even my horoscope also was written in Sharda lipi. That means, even in fact, there are evidences even before that, but historically, we cannot prove that. But when we see Saundra Lahari, when it was somewhere in 800 BC, when Adi Shankaracharya ji came to Kashmir, we see in even Saundra, when we will also learn those things. So there are much older historical aspects of Sharda. So this script has been, especially not only in Kashmir, it was predominant in Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, it was almost the northern part of Pakistan, Afghanistan, and it was prevalent in all the complete northern region. And that is what is the script is important. So we will talk more about that, but this is just an introduction on that. Why is Sharda lipi today important for us? So this is very important because every student can ask me today the question, why should I learn Sharda lipi? There are 2 reasons why we need to learn it. One is, this was an identity of Kashmir. This was an identity of all Kashmiri Pandits who were basically the original inhabitants of Kashmir, right? So this was the original script way which they used to use. And not only that, today when we see, there are more than 40,000 manuscripts which are available in Sharda lipi. And there are much more than that which are destroyed in history due to invasions and other things. But I am talking about these 40,000 manuscripts which are existing. And out of that, maybe I can say 20 to 30% are digitized, if I just be more optimistic. Which means we still have a lot of manuscripts even today, which are in personal custodies, which are lying in somewhere, not in a good condition, and these, we have to understand, these manuscripts, this is another myth that we used to have, like this is only basically used to write horoscopes. That is not correct. I also gave you evidence of 3rd century about mathematics. We are working with so many scholars who have this Sharda script. This is about history, the science, mathematics, archaeology, astrology. There are much more, I think this has a huge ocean of knowledge, what is written in this manuscript. That is the reason, that is the main motivation, I can say, for our team to work unless we to initiate this and start working on preservation, not only preservation and propagation of this manuscript. Who else should do that? I think this whole onus lies to current generation, to all of you students, to learn this. And I will also talk about, it does not take much time. It just takes 16 hours time, total 16 hours time. I will not take it. Maybe today, I will just little bit spend more time on the presentation, but it will not take us more than 16 sessions to complete the learning. And it is very scientific. Like example, we see Brahmi, it originated from Brahmi, and today the Sharda script, if we know, like Gurumukhi, Takri, you see Gurumukhi, the script which basically Sikhs use, right? That is derived from Sharda. If that can be so beautified, that is so beautifully preserved and everywhere available, alive today, why not the Sharda script, which is the mother of its script? And scientifically, there is no reason that this script should go because their Devanagari exists. Both are beautiful, both can coexist. That is what is our belief, and that is what we have. Our team is working on from last 8 years on Sharada script. So few things, what all things we have done. It is just optimistic. Honestly, I'm telling you, this is not 3,000. We might have taught more than 5,000 students till now. We have many Sanskrit scholars who are in basically expert in their respective domains today working with us on lot of manuscripts which they are working on and daily basis. We have our website, which I will also talk about that. All that whatever we are doing today, I think we also provide the YouTube materials. We will also provide you all the reference materials. 1 year before, we did not had any font on Sharada because we don't know how to write it. So that is where we basically released a Sharada font. Even if you go to Google, you find Satish Sir Sharada font. You can type everything in Sharada lipi. Even if you have an English keyboard, if you type RAKESH, it will give you exact how it is written in Sharada lipi. We have got our Android applications. We have our quarterly journal. It's not quarterly today, it's bi-monthly. 2 months we release the journal. We will send you the copy, and we basically publish. It's an exclusive journal on Sharada lipi. All our students, all our team members do participate on that. It has got huge knowledge base of the Sharada script. You can find all those, whatever work we do, whatever journals we publish, everything you can find, which is freely available on our website. You can anytime download and you can read whatever is there. Few collaborations, what our team had done, we did many collaboration with many universities, many institutions who work on different index scripts. This was one of the successful collaboration work for us was a Vyoma Labs in Bangalore, where we almost had, today we have, I can see 65 participants. That time we had more than 700 participants in single Zoom session. And in that we were having 300 Sanskrit scholars who are even working with us even now on the manuscript. So these are few achievements for us. So some collaborations, what we do. This is what I talked about, the Matrika journal. It is much more beautified now. In fact, this one, if you see, it was 2019, 18th May 2019. But we are doing it even now. We do publish it every bi-weekly, and all our publications can be downloaded from our website. I will talk about all those points. Few our things, I cannot say these are roadmaps. These are some recognitions. These are some recognition. I want somebody is unmuted. Can you mute yourself? There is a little bit noise coming. So yeah. So our Sharada script was first time published. I think it was around year 2020 when it was published in a newspaper, including all the other scripts of India. I think this is our achievement. This is where we wanted to go. We want a space. We want our own identity back. That is what we have been struggling for. That is what we have been striving for. And whatever steps we basically take on that, I think those are our, I can say, milestones. Even though it is a very small milestone, even though it was a simple newspaper who published the Sharada lipi in a one basically along with other scripts of India. Of course, this was a pride for us. On the next right side, this was a poem written by a great poet of Kashmir, Dinanath Kaulji, and then our poem was published, written. It was written by our team, and then we gave it to Ministry of Finance, who published this poem in Sharada lipi in an Indian budget, first time. So not only in newspaper, we also got entry into an official document of India. This, for, as I said, even though it is a small step, but it means a lot for us. It means huge for us because that is what we have been working on. Few things, few works. Honestly, apologize. This works, whatever I am publishing, this is like 4 years old students. We have not updated the presentation. There are much more beautiful works from students, what I will show you. You see, it is very beautiful script. All these scripts, whatever is there, you can practice. We will also teach you how to write it in a calligraphic way. I think that is the beauty of Sharada. It is so beautiful script. Not only beautiful, it is also scientific. We will also talk about those things. I will try to give you a little bit importance of each and every alphabet, how beautiful it is. So this is what is written Jai Gurudev in Sharada Lipi. On the right hand side also it is the Sharada Lipi. You see here, this is Vakratunda, it is Mahaganesha is decorated by Sharada Lipi. Everything done by Sharada students. We all are Sharada students, and you see how beautifully it is written here. Sharada Devi Kashmir Purvasni Toham Praptiye Nityam Vidya Danam Chideki Me. This shloka is written here in Sharada Lipi. So few other works. 1 minute. Let me just mute the students. 1 minute. Snehaji, can you just look at the if there is a noise, try to mute them.
Okay, I'll just check.
Please. Yeah. So these are also what we do. We encourage students on publishing with greeting cards, visiting cards, and it is like from last 3 years we have seen like people sending us marriage invitations, birthday invitations. Not only that, people have started writing Sharada Lipi names in their houses. People have even started. My son has a signature which is in Sharada Lipi. So I think that is a journey. I think this is what we are a lot trying to do. His signature is Dhruv, and he has written it in Sharada Lipi. I would encourage all those. For me, at this point, it may be difficult to change a signature because there are so many documents, but for those who have not even started their career, I would encourage, do that today. Have your signature in Sharada Lipi. Anywhere you go, you can tell them what is this, this is your signature, this is your identity. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this Bhagavad Gita was almost written by a Sharada student. I think it was around 2015, 6 years before. So our journey is not today's. We have been working on this from 7-8 years. So this is what our journey is: national recognition. We want our identity of Sharada Lipi to be as a mother script of Kashmir again. Not only that, it should be acceptance by all Kashmiri. Let me not tell Pandits, why only Kashmiri Pandits? Everybody, even Kashmiri Muslims, should accept this as a means of communication, because it is identity of all of us. All our ancestors used to write on this in this Sharada script. Manuscript, as I told you, there are enormous manuscript today. We have in so many different fields written in Sharada script, and it is a national asset. I'm telling you, this manuscript can open a window of knowledge. It's an ocean of knowledge to the whole world. Actually, it's a gift to the whole world. So it is not just Sharada Lipi. We basically teach to. We last year gave a session to Australian University, the biggest university in Australia. Our session was with them, Australia National University. And all these students are today working and doing research on Sharada script. And yes, it has to be recognized by any Microsoft, Google, or app, or any Android application. So this is our journey. These are some sample manuscript, whatever. It is just for your reference, which we are showing here. We will learn everything. Nothing is difficult, even though today we see like we're not able to read it, but we should be able to read that. And it was in 2019 when we were working as a team. We were collaborating with many universities, but that was not we were not organization. We were just a team of people working on a WhatsApp and propagating our script. But we found it necessary that we need a platform. We need an official platform, this script. And that is where we got registered under Section 8 of Companies Act of Government of India. And we are an NGO registered. as core Sharda Team Foundation, we also have ATG 10A. That means any donations, whatever we basically you give it to us, or basically it is all exempted from income tax. So this was also one of our biggest achievement, because now we can collaborate with not only private institutions, we can also collaborate with all other national institutions, AICTE or any others, which we are already trying to do that. So I think that is our next step. So coming, I will see if I have my other presentation, but we have few primers. We have published books. We are also, this month we'll be publishing a primer about how to write Kashmiri in Sharda Lipi. So that is the first time a primer will be developed. It is already done. It is under printing, which will be out in 1 week time. 1 or 10 days time, and we are trying to publish it, release it by 11th of this month, because 11th of this month is Abhinav Gupta Jayanti. It's an auspicious day for all of us. Abhinav Gupta has contributed immensely to the whole world, not only to only Kashmir. I think his contribution on philosophy, aesthetics, music, art, there's so much contributions, and I think that's the right time. That's our goal. I hope the printer commits is we get the print copy by that date. We had a forward written on that book by Anupam Kherji. We will also circulate those things. You can also look at that. So this is just, don't go with we are till October. We will also try to close it early. Just a haphazard syllabus, means every Saturday we will have these classes. We have 3 groups, whatever we have today, group 44, 45, 46. Make sure you are part of any of these groups. You don't need to be in all the group. All the group materials submitted, materials given will be the same. You can write your assignment and submit in the same group, and we can do the correction. Even if we don't do the correction, we will every class, first 15 minutes, we will spend on students' assignments and few of the mistakes which students do. We will spend time on those. But these groups, all WhatsApp groups, wherever you find admins, they are all your teachers. You can ask question in the group also, in individually also. Individually we don't encourage, because whatever your questions are there, whatever your doubts are there, they will be everybody's. Of course, these doubts will be common. Most of the doubts are common, and most of the mistakes are also common. So if somebody is doing a mistake, and it is very natural that the same mistake can be done by other students also. Try to learn from each other's mistake. And yes, no forwards, no good morning, even though it is anything, no political, not even religious, no other materials than whatever we intend to you basically as the learning. You have to only learn in these groups. So these groups are only meant to facilitate students for any questions, any clarifications which they have. There was a question by one student who asked that he does not know Devanagari and he knows Urdu. That I agree. I think that was a limitation for many of our teachers also, because in Kashmir most of we used to learn Urdu. So what I would say, it is difficult for us to teach Sharda Lipi with Urdu, because all these alphabets are mapped with Devanagari. So we will teach you with Devanagari also, but listen to the classes. Also, these classes are recorded. These sounds are important. And when you will understand the sounds, it's not then difficult to write the words. Whenever we will start writing the words and other things, we will put a lot of emphasis on sounds, phonics. So that will help us to learn, because there are many students, many foreign students who are somebody German, British, American. There are students who are from those countries also. They don't understand any of these things. But if we are focused with these phonetics, with these sounds, it becomes easy for us to learn. So timing 11 o'clock, and we try to be on time. We will see later based on the response if we can basically spend more than 1 hour time, or we can basically do more than whatever we have prescribed. It also depends upon how students are coping up. And all the communications from teachers will be shared. Reference materials will be shared to all the students. Students can ask any questions. All your group admins or your mentors, you can anytime, if you feel not necessary. I know everybody is busy. If you feel there is no problem, even if you call them also in any cases wherever it is needed, we will try to do that. So do's and don'ts, I already told you about that. Do join class on time, mute your lines, your cameras also, because sometimes the bandwidth, more data on our network, the more issues on the bandwidth. Connectivity can be an issue. If we have small kids who are learning, we encourage parents to be with them. They can also learn and sit with your children for doing the practice. Try to submit all what you learned as an assignments before your next class. Keep a separate notebook for this. Nothing, just keep a small notebook and do not use a ballpoint pen. You can use a pencil. You can use the pen which Veronica has already shared with you. You can use a calligraphy pens if you have. We will try to send you a few more details, but do not use a ballpoint pen. That's all. Rest anything you can use. And for practice, there's not much expectation. We only expect you to practice just 15 minutes every day. That's all. Beyond this class, if you're very attentive in this class, you don't need to even spend 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes, you don't need to spend. So I am just asking for 15 minutes of practice every day. Be consistent, and it may not be on every day, even if you just practice 3 days, because we have 1 week, right? 1 week, in 1 week, you can spend 1 or 2 days, 15 minutes, 30 minutes in 1 week is also enough. And that with 16 classes, 16 hours, we will learn it. But we will go slow in the class. There is no rush. There is no hurry. Even if you miss some classes, all these classes will be video recorded and we will publish them in our YouTube channel every day evening. Whenever this video is uploaded, it takes little time. As I said, do not use forwards, good morning, or any other irrelevant message. Try to not miss class. This is very important. I have seen students miss class, and even if you miss class, watch the video and try to do the assignments. If you miss 1 or 2 class, the class is so sequential that then you cannot cope up again. You will be forced to drop. We will not tell you, but you will yourself understand that you are not able to do that because you missed a class. So try to just, even if you were not able to attend the class, try to watch that video after we post it. Right? It is not much time. You have to just listen what we are doing in that class and then just follow it. Try to be regular just for these 16 hours of classes. Every Saturday only we are taking just 1 hour time. And yes, do not use ballpoint pens, instead pencils, sketch pens, preferably calligraphic pen, as I already explained. And another point, have trust on us. We will make you Sharada experts, and we will also show you how to write this beautifully. Not only how to learn it, how to write it, we'll also try to show you how to write it beautifully. So that's it. I think these are our pages. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and this is our logo. Wherever you see this logo, that belongs to our team. Our team is, it is not like I am the team and I am the owner. Everybody, even tomorrow you learn it, you become automatically the member of Pathshala team. It is without even filling any forms or other things. If you are Sharada Lipi learner student, you are our member. You automatically are part of our family. It's a big family. Today, it is a family of more than 700, 800 members. It will grow. That is what we are doing. And we will learn together. As I told you, classes, this is our email. You can write an email to us. We have just kept 3 numbers here, but you have all other WhatsApp details on admin groups on your WhatsApp page. So do follow us. So I will just pause my presentation here. Is there any questions before I proceed for our learning? You can type your questions on a chat book. We try to avoid talking, because it sometimes can simultaneously so many people talking can result in the noise. But if you have any questions, please post it on the message. So yes, thank you. So before spelling, right spelling of Sharada. See, you cannot every time. I may not be right in writing Sharada in English, but this is how we have found it as Harada. That's it. Okay, why we cannot use ballpoint pens? Because as I told you, it is ballpoint pens are very rough. We will try to teach you in a calligraphy way how to write it. So we want you to learn little bit how to write it beautifully also. Because when you write it beautifully, then you get associated with the script. Then only you will appreciate that script. If you just try to write randomly, I myself am very poor in handwriting, but when I started Sharada Lipi, I started appreciating the writing in Sharada Lipi, my own writing. I started appreciating. So I think this is what you should do. And preferably language for Sharada. Maybe I did not understood this question. It is anything. You can write anything in Sharada. It is just a script. It is just a script, Sharada. Do Sharada have a separate language, or it is just a script? It is just a script. Originally, if we see today, whenever based on historical findings, whatever manuscript we see today, more than 99% of manuscripts are Sanskrit. But there are such scripts in Kashmiri also. There are Lalwaks are there. There are many more Kashmiri scripts also. But as it depends, like Kashmir, whatever we speak today, Kashmiri is much different when Lal had recited those works, right? And then after basically she recited, it was just basically people remembered those works and then they wrote it, and it was written in Sharada Lipi. We have very few Sharada basically Kashmiri manuscript, but yes, that is what I told you. We are going to release a primer, and next class we'll also start working on. When we do this, then we'll also show you how to write Kashmiri in Sharada Lipi also. That will be a separate course. How easy. Brahmi is older. We cannot say Brahmi. Sharada is derived from Brahmi. Brahmi is mother of all Vedic scripts. Sharada is later, but it is much older. That's what I said. It is based on the data. 3rd century AD it was there. Beside the course material, is it possible to link us to the library? Yes, we will send you all that manuscript. Even if you go to e-Gangotri, there is an e-Gangotri page where you can find lot of manuscripts which are digitized today. You can find Archaeology India, where a lot of manuscripts are there. You can find Bhandarkar University today, which has got a lot of Sharada manuscripts. What is difference between a script and a language? What I'm talking is language. What I write is script. That's it. Script is what you write. A, B, C. But when it comes from my mouth, it is a language. So script is Devanagari is a script. Urdu is a script, or English, whatever we say. Roman is a script. But when they talk, that is a language. Where one can learn Kashmiri language, please recommend a course. Definitely, there are a lot of teachers today who basically teach, but because it is not we teach only the script. Extra material, I'm not sure which extra material, but definitely we will provide a lot of materials. We will provide a lot of materials to you for whatever we teach every day. I want to work on Sharada script font. Can you provide me the sources for that as well? Yes, you can work. We have a font already released also, Satisar font. And yes, definitely you can also contribute on that. And once you learn it, then there are much more things to do right now. Today we have whole digitization. We want to complete the complete digit today. Even when I have to write anything in Microsoft Word file or PPT, I choose any language today. That's my dream. I should be able to choose Sharada Lipi also. Is it mandatory to know kosher? No, it is not mandatory to know kosher before learning Sharada Lipi. Sharada Lipi is just a script. You can write. What we will teach here is Sanskrit shlokas and other Sanskrit words in Sharada Lipi. It is not necessary. Do you have, I think Subhash Kapoor, conviction. Do you had, oh, that was a good question. I don't know what is that. Do you had the same Rajesh Kapoor which had a hand in conviction of Shah? So Subhash Kapoor, Bapre, no, I'm not any of them. Okay, today Kashmir have a great influence of Persian, like water is called Aab by majority people. So those Persian words can also be written Sharada. Of course, yes. Every today, as I told you, in difference today when I see in Kashmiri like Basha, I will just be a little bit here. Like example, if I will have to say Gant, or I have to write Choot, or I have to write I cannot write those words in Devanagari because these are very special phonics. There are 6 different additional vowels in Kashmiri, which we have. So that is why we published our primer. I think that will be published in 10 days. And it's a very beautiful primer, which if your children learn it, I can say like example today when we have so many children when they go out of Kashmir and when they start speaking Kashmiri, there is a gap. We can see that I think they are not able to pronounce well. I think the reason is because we did not emphasize on those spatial vowels, those 6 vowels. Choot, Gert, how will I write it? I don't know. And our all students have learned different English. Okay, can you write it in English? No, but we have spent time, we took 1 year to develop that primer, which will be released soon. And it will basically give you a very beautiful these things on how to write that. So we will publish it. It will be available soon. It will be printed and you can order it from us. It will be cost 150 rupees. And today, whatever primer we have released for Sharada Lipi, there are 2 primers released. Each primer is 100 rupee cost. One is all alphabets. Another is how to write words. So those we will give, if you follow our website, you will find all those things, how to order those books. These are 100 rupees is the cost of book what were published today, but our cost of making that book was 80 rupees. So we are not making money out of it. Our only intention is to propagate Sharada Lipi. That's all. So visit our website. You'll find a lot of details. You'll also find the work what we do, and those books are very beautiful. In fact, Koshur Primer is a very beautiful book, which is our project, which will be released in 10 days. It is already gone to printing, as I said. So now I think let me stop. I have spent so much time on talking, but let us start now our class. Now I have paused my screen. I will do that now. Okay, I think we will stop the questions. And yes, definitely try to ask your question in the same fashion, and our admins will try to answer in between when I am teaching. I will not be able to watch your questions, but all the admins, Sneha ji is there, Nirupama ji is there, Veronica ji has another class parallelly going on, but she'll be available with you next week. So all the admins will be able to guide you in your class. So let me just take the let me resume the class now. Are you able to see my screen now?
Rakesh, can you co-host me because I had to log out because the screen got frozen.
I have done it, Nirupama.
Thank you.
I have done that. Yeah. Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes, Rakesh, you can.
Okay. So what we will do, you see, what I am doing now is just on. Okay. Sorry for that. I need to see how to hide those things that I will see later. So I am just using a simple calligraphy pen to teach you. The reason is because, as I said, to basically show you how to write these words beautifully. So first, to start with, what we will do, we always start our words with some divine words, because we have to first be humble to God, who gives us the energy the motivation to do what we are doing, right? So for that, we will just, it's a universal sound. What we basically, it's Om. I will show you how to write Om in Sharada lipi. Now first, if I have to write Om in Devanagari, how do we write? This is Om in Devanagari. Now, Snehaji, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, Rakesh.
Okay. Now, how do I write in Sharada lipi? I will also show you how do you write with a normal pen also. So don't worry about the curves and we will talk about that. So in Sharada lipi, when I have to write Om, it is written a little differently. First, it is in horizontal line. Then I will, it is almost like a 45 degree. I will talk about each and every small things in this, what you need to take care. I bring this here and I come complete above here. Actually, it is touching here. Then I bring this line down. And then my bindi is ulta. This is Om in Sharada lipi. I will draw that once again. I will draw that once again, but before that, few points which I should state here. Very important point, what students should not miss, that. Let me show you here. This is a simple line, straight line. That means do not cross this here. That is wrong. Then also, you see, this is also in the same line. It is slightly, almost same. Actually, it should match. Also, when you bring it here, it should come exactly on this point. You see, this point has a 3 junction, 1 line, 2 line, and 3 line. You see, these 3 lines should meet each other at this point. What I mean to say, when you do this, you should not do like this. No, that is not correct. You see here, this is only 2. You have to bring this completely up. How do you hide this? Fine. So I'll keep it down. Yeah, it's better. So this is wrong. So that what I mean to say, it is like this. You have to bring it complete up and then bring it down. You see, these 3 lines are meeting. Are you able to see that? 1, 2, and 3. And it joins here. This is very important. Now, if I have to do that once again, and another point, very important point to know, this Om, it is not a circle. It is not like this. Do not do like this. It is slightly conical here and here. This is the shape. Do you get me? So it is not like this. No, it is like this and it is like this. If I have to draw now with the proper picture once again, let me show you, draw that once again. So it is like this. It is not this. This is wrong. This is right. It's, I'll show once again. It's slightly, if I have to draw with a calligraphy pen, this is thicker and this is thinner, and just a dot. It's a dot. If I have to just draw a normal pen, I will draw this once again picture, then we can correct it. So it is like this. First you draw in horizontal, sorry, my mouse sometimes it's like this, then 45 degree angle. Also here, one another point. When I'm doing this, then I'm doing this. Do not bring us like this. No, this is wrong. You know why it is wrong? I told you, right? I told you this is wrong. It cannot cross this line. it has to be straight. So what I mean to say here now, when I have to do that, I'll take the same one. It is like this. It is like this. Bring it up. Sorry. Bring it up. Yes, and then bring it down. The down is straight line. What's happening to my mouse? This is straight line. Sorry, this is here, and then this is Om. Here it was slightly wrong. It cannot go down. This is wrong. It has to happen only till here. I have to stop here when I bring this line down. So if I have to draw with a normal pen, let me draw with a normal pen and keep little bit thickness of the pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then dot. This is Om. Very common mistakes what students do here. They do like this sometimes, and then they bring this line here, which is not correct. This is not right. You see, my pen is going exactly. I'm trying to spend more time here just because this is our first day today, right? And I will, even though it is first day, but we will still try to emphasize more things here. Pen is going here, 1. Then it is here. Then this curve. Then this down here, stop here. And then this here, and then this dot. This is Om. I will draw once again, one last time, before I go to next alphabet then. So, a line, 45 degree. What I mean to say 45 degree, maybe some people is not mathematics. So this line, this is not, this is, if this is 90, this is 45, half of it. Everybody cannot understand mathematics, right? So this is not a first alphabet. This is just a divine alphabet which we want to today learn. And then if I have to do, this is Om. If I had to do write with a normal pen, you see here, I'll draw it here. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, and then this is Om. This is how we draw Om. Any questions on this, Nehaji?
Not yet, nothing as of now.
Okay. So let me take new word, first word now. First alphabet in Sharada lipi, which is letter say Angur. So if I have to write in Devanagari, this is we say al. Say al. Al means, I don't know Hindi mein kya bolte, pumpkin bolte shayad. So this is now if I have to write the Sharada in Sharada lipi, then if I have to write in this Sharada lipi, I do like this. Please see here very carefully. You should watch what I'm doing. These movements of my pen are very important. This is what you need to duplicate. Just do a Ganesh curve type, right? How Ganesh's elephant's trunk, right? Then you make this circle. First I'm drawing it, then I'll explain it. You come this down, then you bring it like this, and then, sorry, it is not, it has to be straight. My pen Mouse is a little bit irritating now. So this is A. I will draw that once again. I will draw that once again. First, what we do here, this curve, it's like this. A longer one, not a shorter. What I'm using, not just only this much, a good one. Then here down, make round. Do not make too much. This aesthetically, it is not good. This is not right. Do not take so long. So when you do that, here, make here, here, come down slightly, and do not bring it too down. This is also not correct. Well, let me just show you first. This round here, bring it slightly below this line, and then make a round, and then after that make a straight line. I want to tell one more point here. Whatever alphabets we are teaching here does not mean that is only written like this in Sharada lipi. Today we are following a Unicode, because tomorrow when we are going for digitization, we have to follow one standard. Sharada script was there for almost 2000 years. It has got many changes on these alphabets. Those things we will take later. But for now, I don't want to confuse. We don't want to confuse you with different variation of course, when a script is there for some 1000 years, everything, script, language, everything changed. Today, whatever I am talking in English, or whatever I talk in Kashmiri, or whatever I talk in Hindi, does not mean that after 100 years it will be the same. It changes. Same is the theory for script also. Script changes its shapes. It depends. So we are only teaching based on what is accepted shapes today in the Unicode, because that will help us in standardization of the Sharada script. We are only showing you the standards. Now, a few things what we need to take care on this here. 2 points. Do not make it short. Do not make it small like curve. Then only this much. No, made it little bit bigger. कुछ problem नहीं है. बड़ा कर दो. और इधर triangle नहीं है. It is round. So here, why is my mouse jumping? Here, this is round. I stop my here. What I will do then, I'll put this one. I don't bring it so down, not like this. Aesthetically also, it has to look good. Slightly below this line. Slightly, what I mean to say, slightly below this line. Slight, very slight. And then after that, when I bring it slightly down, I make a round. And here I make a straight line. Again, this straight line, I don't start from here. I start from left side also. I take it to right side also. It's a straight line. Sorry, my mouse is acting like a water wave. So this is A. If I have to write with a normal pen, if I have to write this word in a normal pen, how do we do that? Just watch it here. You know what is A? I'll talk about that. It's like this. It's like this little bit. Here. This is A. If you take any word, any consonant in Devanagari, K, K, G, G, N, Ch, Ch, J, J, N, A is present everywhere. T, Th, D, A is everywhere. A is the first alphabet. And A is called the Chit Shakti of Lord Shiva. It is the supreme consciousness. Supreme consciousness, when we say in Kashmir Shaivism, everything is Lord Shiva. When everything is Lord Shiva, nothing exists other than him. If he is everything, that energy, that consciousness, supreme consciousness of Lord Shiva is represented by A. So I will draw this once again with the same normal pen. You are free to use normal pen. You are also free to use a calligraphy pen here. And then I make a round here. Sorry, it's see again mistake. I cannot cross this line. So here, 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 slightly below, here, and then make like this. ये थोड़ा सा लाइन ज्यादा हो गया, इतना भी ज्यादा नहीं करना है, slightly, not so big, इतना, it's okay, and it's not so much curved also. It's like this. To be very precise, it's like this. We'll also send you videos, training materials, watch them. I may not be so smooth today. My mouse is a little bit disappointing. I'll try to correct that in my next class. This is A. I will try to do that once again, one last time. Then we will do A. Then we conclude for the day. So I will do once again. Here, here. It's very simple. Here. Either ऐसे, this make it round, and then just draw a line above here. You see here, I am crossing this also, I am crossing here also. What I mean to say is, very important points what we are telling, here also, and here also, and then here also. These are three, right? You have to cross here also, you have to cross here also. This is A. Now when I do A, how is A in short Devanagari? How do I write it in Sharada lipi? Same type how I have done it. Stop here. Don't make it a round. You can also bring this. This is all, till this it is same. Idhar kya karna hai? Just an U type of shape here. This makes R. I will draw once again and I will tell you about few things. You know what is A? A is the Ananda Shakti of Lord Shiva. When we say we are happy, bliss, it's a bliss, supreme bliss. You know why when we are happy that sound comes A? Because it's a natural sound. It is that Anand, it is the supreme bliss which is existing, which is the Ananda Shakti. We call it as an Ananda Shakti of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva has 5 main energies: Chit Shakti, Anand Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Supreme consciousness, supreme bliss, supreme will, supreme knowledge, and supreme action. We will talk. With the classes, we will learn all these small things. This one, like idhar tak humne kiya tha. No change in this. You can even put the Sharada. That is up to you. You want to put Sharada first at last. Some students do the Sharada first and they write the alphabet. That is fine. And at this point, do not make the U here. No, this is not correct. Slightly on the left hand side, here. Then it is like this. What I mean to say, you see, there is this gap is important. You see here, this is very important. I don't start from here. That's not correct. I started from here and up, and it's not like this. No, it's not like this. No, it has to come and it has to go upwards. This is very important. It has to go like this and it has to come upwards. If I have to draw A, in Sharada lipi, I'll draw once again. Here, here. So sorry, I draw I stop here. I make this and I put a Sharada. My mouse is irritating now. This is R. I will draw once again. I'll draw a little bigger now. Here, 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 here. Stop here and then make a U upwards and then put a line. This is A. I'll draw once again with calligraphy pen. This is, sorry, line is not straight. This is whoosh. Sorry for that. Ah. Now what I will do, we'll learn 3 words today. I'll just draw that here. Om. Sorry for these curves. I'm not able to control my mouse today. Ah, how do we learn it today? Complete here, here, here. O, Om, I'm just giving the sound so that it is clear. This is and this is if I have to write with a short pen, Om, we will stop here, and if students have any questions, you can ask on the chat box now.
Rakiji, we had one question.
Yeah.
Student says the horizontal line covers the initial curve fully. I said not completely, but maybe you can elaborate it.
Which one? On which alphabet?
On and I presume.
Okay, on and that is correct. The horizontal line covers complete left side, as I showed you. It is like this.
The question is that line, that curve is fully covered with the Shirorekha?
No, not completely. Yes.
What?
It is not like this. It's not that. This not so long. Only you had to cover this line, slightly left on this and slightly right on this. Yes.
There's another question. They say that just a second. What is the upper horizontal line called? It's called Shirorekha.
Shirorekha, yeah. Shirorekha, yes.
They're saying, can we refer to Sati Sir app for our reference? Of course.
You can definitely, but try to avoid for a few days, because we will send you the videos and we'll also send you how to write the letters. Definitely, there is nobody can basically stop you. Definitely watch it, because those Sati Sir apps fonts are also hand drawn. All these are hand drawn scripts and not computer graphics. And you can definitely refer, but I would say for some time try to avoid it, try to see how we are doing it, and try to also follow the videos what we send to you.
There was also one more question, Rakiji, that do we have to write it on the notebook or the laptop? I suggested that we should begin with the notebook so you can explain.
Yes, they have to write it with on the notebook, and what you have to do like this. What we used to do, you know how we used to write page, then below, write 5-6 rows here, 1, 2, 3. Then similarly, try to write multiple times. Yes.
And we would appreciate that if the work you do the practice and you can send the pictures on the WhatsApp groups, that will help us understand that how much we have been able to explain it correctly. Take it up. There's another question. In alphabet, starting line is curved or not?
It is curved. This is curved. This is curved. It is like this. It is not straight. It is slight curved here. It's like this. It is exactly like an elephant trunk. Like this.
There's another question. Should that curve on Om touch the horizontal line?
Yes,
or
it should touch. That is correct. It is touching here. Maybe here it is. I'm not able to show that, but it should touch. That is everywhere it should touch. It should touch the Sharada. Yes.
No, I think they are asking. He's asking about the Om, the curve on the Om. That should not.
Oh yeah, no, it should not touch. It should not touch. When we are drawing Om, here, it is not like this. It should not touch. It has to be above. It should not touch.
I think we don't have any more questions.
Rakesh Ban has some questions. Rakesh, you want to ask question?
Send one.
Okay. I think if no questions, definitely you can ask the question on WhatsApp groups also, and make sure you are only on one group, not on all the three. All groups are parallelly running. So. Okay, then we will conclude.
There is one more question. He's asking, except Kashmir, in which parts of India can we get the stone inscriptions of Sharada?
We have seen historically, they have seen in Himachal, they have seen in Afghanistan, they have seen in Pakistan. I'm not an historian, but I think that is, I can leave to the research students to answer those questions. There are coins also. There are stone inscriptions. There are manuscripts on the birch leaves.
There's a question regarding the notebook recommendation, that we should use 4-line notebook or single-line notebook.
You can use any of them as long as you are able to maintain the distance. 4-line is preferred, I would say. Try to use 4-line if you can get it, but that's not necessary if you try to maintain the shapes same. Preferably for few, I think let's use the 4-line.
There is another question quickly we take. Any special tips on using a calligraphic pen?
Yeah, we will share a video. We'll
Yes.
share a video how to do that. Yes, we will do that. See, calligraphy pen has an angle. You see, this is an angle. If I will let me just show you. You see, this is an angle here. This is an angle. Are you seeing my pen? This is how we do that. And when you draw it, it has to follow that curves. When basically you do that, you see here. It becomes very beautiful when you do that. You see here. You see here. And this angle is important. It is not like this. It is this way. We write Sharada. Maybe there are different styles of writing. Arabic, I think it is written this way, if I'm not sure. So it's a difference. So here we write this way. Okay. Yes, thanks students, and yes, join us next Saturday, same time.
Thank you very much. So we conclude with Shanti Mantra.
Yeah, please do that.
Sorry for the noise. There's some construction happening.
Okay, sure, I will do that.
I can.
Oh, I actually, is any student, if he is willing to do a Shanti mantra, can raise their hand. We encourage students to do that.
Sushant Pandita. Sushant Pandita.
Okay, please unmute yourself and do that. Okay, let me do that this time. Om Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve patrani pashyantu, ma kacchat bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Namaskar.